Math teachers have stymied the students for hundreds of years by sticking goats in strangely shaped fields. Learn why one grazing goat problem has stumped mathematicians for more than a century. If you have ever taken a math test, you have probably met a grazing goat. Usually, it's tied to a fancy post or the side of some barn, left there by an absent minded farmer to graze on whatever grass it can reach. Whenever you meet a grazing goat, your job is to calculate the total area of the region it can graze on. It's is a math test after all. Math teachers have stymied students by sticking got in strangely shaped fields for hundreds of years, but one particular grazing goat problem has gotten the goat of mathematicians for more than a century. Until last year, they were only able to find the approximate answer to this problem, and it has taken new approach with some very advanced mathematics to finally produce an exact solution. Let's take a look how an question you might find on a test can turn into a problem that stumped mathematicians for more over a century. The simplest kind of grazing goat problem has the hungry animal attached to the side of a long barn by a fixed length of the rope. Usually in this problem we want to find the area of the region goat has access to. What does the region look like? If you see in this figure, with the leash pulled taut, the goat can make a semicircle and can reach anything inside it. The area of the circle is pi r square. So the area of semicircle is a half pi r square. If, for example, the rope has a length 4, then the goat could graze in the region with area half multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 square is equal to 8 pi square units. What if the goat is tied to the side of the square barn? Let's say the rope and the side of the barn both have the length 4. What's the area of the region the goat has access to now? But the goat can also continue around the corner of the barn. The goat can access the semicircle of radius 4 plus 2 quarter circle of radius 2. For a total area of A is equal to half multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 square plus plus 1 by 4 multiplied by pi multiplied by 2 square plus 1 by 4 multiplied by pi multiplied by 2 square is equal to 10 pi square units. You can make the problem more challenging by changing the shape of the obstruction. I have seen goats attached to the triangle, hexagon and even concave shapes. You can also make new math question from the old one by reversing it. Instead of starting with the rope length and finding the area, you can start with the area and find the rope length. How long would the rope have to be for the goat to have access to a total of 50 square units area? First, notice that the shape of the region depends on the length of the rope. For example, if the rope is shorter than 2 units in length, if the rope is longer than 2 units, the goat can get around the corner as we saw above. And if the rope is longer than 6 units, the goat can get behind the barn, creating another set of quarter circle to consider. If the rope gets much longer, there will be overlap. By a rope of length 10, the region is appeared comprises of a semicircle of radius 10, 2 quarter circle of radius 8, and 2 quarter circle of radius 4. And this has an area is equal to half multiplied by pi multiplied by 10 square plus half multiplied by pi multiplied by 8 square plus half multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 square is equal to 90 pi. But the last two quarter circle overlap behind the barn. That overlap has been counted twice, so we need to subtract that overlapping area from the 90 pi. The overlapping area can be thought of as 2/6 of radius of circle of radius 4 minus an equilateral triangle of side 4. And the area of this region comes to 2 multiplied by half 1 by 6 multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 square minus root 3 by 4 multiplied by 4 square is equal to this. So the total area is, you can see this. We want to find the rope length that gives us 50 square units of total area. The way to do this mathematically is to set our area formula is equal to 50 and solve for r. But each kind of region has a different area formula. Which one do we use? If r is less than equal to 2, then the area of region is A is equal to half of pi r square. The biggest area would occur when r is equal to 2, and which yields a total area of this. This is less than 50, so we know we need more than 2 units of rope. If r is between 2 and 6, that gives us a semicircle plus 2 quarter circle, and we encountered before. The radius of the semicircle is r and the radius of the quarter circle is r minus 2. Since the 2 units of rope are needed to get the corners, whatever rope remains acts like the radius of the quarter circle centered at the corner. The area of this semicircle is half of pi r square, and the area of each quarter circle is 1 by 4 multiplied by pi multiplied by r minus 2 whole square. Adding this up gives a total area of this, which get the biggest possible area when r is equal to 6, and which gives an area of A is equal to 26 pi, approximately 81.68. Since 50 is less than 26 pi, that means that r that will gives us 50 square units of area must be less than 6. Knowing that r must be between 2 and 6 units settles the question which area formula we should use. The area is this. To find the exact value of r that gives us 50 square units of area, we set up the equation this. We can solve it by this method. So we open r square plus r minus 2 whole square, it becomes 2r square minus 4r plus 4. And this is a quadratic equation, you can solve this. The r is equal to 1 plus under root of 50 by pi minus 1, which is approximately 4.86. Because we can able to isolate r in our equation, we now know exactly how long the rope must be get an area of 50 square units. Mathematicians discovered that the problem becomes even more challenging when you stick the goat inside the barn. So challenging, in fact, they couldn't solve it exactly. Let's put the goat inside our square barn with side length of 4 and attach the rope to the middle of the wall. How long does the rope need to be for the goat to have access to half the area inside the barn? As above, part of the challenging is that the shape of the region depends on the value of r. To get half the area of the square, we need r to be longer than half of the side of the barn but shorter than the full side, which gives us region like this. You can notice this point one more time. To get the half of the area of the square, we need r to be longer than half of the square of the barn but shorter than the full side. Finding a formula for the area of this region isn't so easy. Imagine the region as one sector of a circle of radius r plus two right triangles. Here, use some high school geometry to get the formula. But as we see soon, the mixing of the circular triangle is going to cause some trouble. Let's start with the triangle. The Pythagorean theorem tells us that the length of the missing leg in each right triangle is under root of r square minus 4. This makes the area of the one of the triangle is equal to half multiplied by 2 multiplied by under root of r square minus 4 is equal to under root of r square minus 4. So the two triangles together have an area is equal to this. Now for the circular sector, the area of the sector is half multiplied by r square multiplied by theta, where theta is the measure of the center angle in radians, not degree. We need a formula for the area in terms of r. So we need to express theta in terms of r. To do this, we will use the law of cosine. Applying the law of cosine to the isosceles triangle with the sides r, r and 4 gives us 4 square is equal to r square plus r square minus 2r square cos theta. You can see how the equation comes by the figure, which we can solve for the cos theta. Cos theta is equal to 2r square minus 16 divided by 2r square. To isolate theta, we need to take inverse of cosine or arc of cosine of both sides of the equation. That gives theta is equal to arc of cos r square minus 8 divided by r square. Now we have the angle theta in terms of r, so we can now express the area of our sector in terms of r and r alone. So A is equal to half of r square theta, and A is equal to half of r square arc of cos r square minus 8 divided by r square. Our final area formula is the sum of the sector area and the area of the two triangles, which is equal to this. You can see that there is just one small problem. It is not possible to solve for r in this equation. That is, it is not possible to solve exactly for r in this equation. We can use the calculator to approximate the value of r that makes this equation true, but we cannot isolate r in our equation. The mixing of trigonometric function and polynomial functions in our equation creates obstacle we can't get around. This issue lies in the heart of the famous grazing goat problem posted in 19th century, where the goat was placed inside the circular barn. As in our square barn problem, the goal was to determine how long the rope had to be for the goat to have access to half the region. The region accessible by goat takes the shape of the lens, two circular segments stacked together. It is possible to use high school geometry to find the area of this lens in terms of the rope length r, but the formula is much more complicated than it is for the square. And when you set this equal to the half the area of the circular barn, you run into the same problem we ran inside the square. You just can't isolate r. You can approximate it, but you can't solve for r exactly. For over hundreds years, mathematicians trying to find the exact solution of this goat in a circle puzzle, but it wasn't until last year that a German mathematician finally figured it out. He used complex analysis mathematics for far removed from the geometry of circle and squares. Most goat problems rely on to solve explicitly for the r. And while using something as advanced as a counter integral to find the length of goat's leash may seem like overkill. There's always mathematical satisfaction in doing what couldn't be done before. And there is always possibility that these new methods, even if they arise from studying a silly problem about goats, might lead to insight beyond the barnyard. So hope you like the video. If you like the video, then hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. I will see you in the next video.